My screen is visible, right? Paint. All of you.
Yes.
Okay. So today our topic is web server. Okay, web server. So there are different types of web servers in we can see in the market. Okay, like Apache, Nginx, and Caddy. Different types of web server software there. So today I will show you the Nginx. Okay, Nginx. Today we will take an example how to deploy a application using Nginx. Okay, so the agenda, like, first we will set up a Ubuntu VM. Then we will uh, install Nginx web server. Cloning application code. And fourth one is we will secure application using SSL certificate. Okay, these are the four things that we gonna do on this lab. Okay, so the requirement is, this is a requirement, how to deploy a Node.js application on development server and after run it on production. Okay, so this is our requirement. So for that, we will use a web server called Nginx, and we will go through these four steps. Got it. So in this example, you will get a more idea on Nginx web server, then how to run a Node.js application on development server, then how we will deploy, deploy the same application on production. Okay. Also, securing the application using SSL certificate. So we will, our application is secure. Okay. Like all the traffics go through the encryption way. Before it's not encrypted, so the hackers can easily retrieve the credential things if we didn't use any SSL certificate or we didn't secure our application.
Sir, I have a question here. What kind of application we have run before, like deploy before? Like this is specifically for Node.js. What was the other one which we did?
Other one in the sense of
Like whatever you have told us before, na? We were deploying the applications before as well. So this time we are doing the Node.js application
yes,
using Nginx web server, right? So,
right.
but before also we did we deploy the application, but what kind of this time we are using Node.js. So what we used before in that case? Or like what is basically the initial question, the basic question is what is Node.js application and how it is different from the other application?
Node.js application, the application language actually.
Okay.
So before
Just
we,
like Java and Python and all that?
right, right. Before we
Okay, so
did
that
like
means, yeah, yes, sir.
HTML application,
Mm-hmm.
Java application, PHP. You got it.
Okay. Okay, so it is basically the language in which the code is written.
Right, 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 right.
Okay, got it, sir. And web server here, so basically I am a bit confused between the Ubuntu VM and the web server. So Ubuntu VM we worked on, right? But web server is specifically a server, a VM machine, which is working for website applications, like, right?
Right. Serving web content.
Serving a yeah, yeah. So specifically for websites, like applications.
Yes, right, right, right.
Okay. And what is Nginx like in that case? Nginx, like how it is different than the other web servers? And what are the other web servers?
Nginx is the most powerful web server. Okay, nowadays mostly we use some other web servers like Apache. I think you
Mhm.
remember Apache, right? We deploy
Yes,
several application using Apache.
yes, yes.
So in this case,
Apache, I remember.
yeah, coming to Nginx, Nginx have a lot of features like
Mm.
we can use reverse proxy using Nginx reverse proxy. Then software, software level load balancer.
Nginx is a advanced web server, we can say, with the advanced features.
Right.
Okay.
Then caching, caching, cache.
Caching is for high performance.
Yes. For example, this is a web server. Okay. I mean, this is a EC2 machine, and inside the EC2 machine, we deploy our application and using Nginx to expose our application. Okay. So this is our application content app application, and we set up the Nginx here. Nginx. So someone requesting our application. Okay. Like a incoming request came to the Nginx to viewing the application. So Nginx, uh, okay, this is a user. So requesting to access our application. So first hitting the request to our Nginx. Nginx taking the content from the website. Okay, there is a
Hmm.
request for taking the content and gives back to the respondent. Okay,
Hmm.
then here the Nginx cache the latest content. What are, for example, they will looking for some product or some pages, okay, in website. Consider like
Hmm.
that. So Nginx saving that inside the Nginx cache. So next
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
same
Hmm.
request came, Nginx not looking.
So.
our
So
app.
basically, I think it sort out the from the number of requests, it sort out the most popular one and saves the data for that, so that when the similar kind of request comes again, then it
Right,
is
right.
easy for it
Sir,
to
sir,
do it
sir.
faster,
Yes, yes.
and that's how the performance increased, right?
Right, right, right.
Yeah, okay, got it. So thank you.
So we can jump into the lab, right?
Sure, sir.
So I am going to deploy one EC2 machine. I'm choosing Ubuntu. Latest version is fine.
So we don't have an Nginx option here.
No, no, no. We need to install.
Okay.
I'm choosing T2 medium, okay? And toss in IP is enabled. Also, I am extending my data, okay, from 8 to 24. So I will get that much of storage, then launch.
So how this storage thing works, like 80 to 8 to 24 means what? Like what's going to happen when you change it?
The storage space increase. We can store
Okay.
data similar
Memory
like,
storage,
yeah, hard disk.
disk storage. Okay.
When we opening Windows machines, right? And we can see C drive, E drive like that, and each drive have their own storage capacity.
Right, right.
Similar like this. In this case, this machine have only one drive like 8 GB. Now I am changing
Okay.
it to 24.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Got it.
So I'm successfully logged into my machine. Yes, okay. So to deploy a application, right? So what are things that we need to do? We have that code, okay, application code. So first I am just cloning the application. So this is my application code, okay. So I am just cloning using git clone. So our application code is successfully cloned. See, so now we need to go to the directory, copy and paste. Okay, so I successfully cloned our application from GitHub. Then I switching my current directory to the the application directory. So here you can see the contents. Okay, contains another directory that leave the Docker file and deployment file. Okay, that is for the Docker environment. So now we didn't use that. I mean, we didn't use Docker or Kubernetes. So these are the three things. Okay, the Docker file, Docker, I mean, deployment YAML and service storm. That is for that environment. Okay, so now we will deploy the application on this VM actually. So here you can see package lock.json, package.json, and public, then source. Okay. So the application file, I mean, application codes belongs to the source. Okay. Source directory. Then the package.json is it's a file, that file including the dependencies. Okay. What are the dependencies we need to install before running the application? So all things comes under the package.json coming to Node.js application, package.json. See, these are the dependencies. Okay. So we need to run this application using Node.js. Okay. So I'm just installing Node.js from the official Node.js install. Yeah, this is on. Okay. The official one. Click on that. So here we will get that commands to install Node.js. See, we can see the install Node.js version here. Okay, so I'm going with the 2018 1. LTS, and we need to mention the operating system. So it's Linux. Then we need to use the platform. Okay, so here we can see NVM, FN, Brew, Chocolatey, Docker. So we can go with the NVM. Okay, so we will get the code.
Always we have to go through MVN, like not
Uh,
with the Docker.
no, because we didn't use Docker here. We
Okay,
directly we directly run this application on our EC2 machine.
okay,
Using
we are not using Docker. Okay.
so here you can see install NVM. NVM is actually not version manager. Okay, so we
Mm-hmm.
can copy the command and perform in our machine. So it's installed, and after the installation, we need to run the last command. Okay, this is the command. Copy, paste. Okay, fine. Now we need to download and install Node.js version 20. After that, after nothing actually we need to perform the version, Node version and NPM version.
Sir, I have a one question. Like, uh, uh, like what kind of the requirement it would be when we do this Node.js application on NVM without using Docker? So, what the requirement would be look like in real time?
These are the dependencies actually. NPM and Node is actually the dependency to run Node.js application.
So, it is just simply they will ask us to use this NVM and do it.
Right. These are
So,
the
it,
normal procedure, like how to run a Node.js application. Even if we run the same in Docker or Kubernetes, sorry, Docker, we need to perform
Mhm.
this. Like we need to write up the Docker file and include all these commands, like installation of NVM, Node, and everything.
Okay, but the standard practice is using Node.js application for using Node.js application is through NVM.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah. So we successfully installed, then checking the version node. Okay. See, the version is like node version 20 and NVM version 10. So that we use 10, right? For node, we use 2018 1 LTS. So everything is done. So now, in this case, we have the application repository here. You can see. So first, we need to install the dependencies. Okay, the package.json. Got it. So we need to run the npm command. Npm install. So it will install the packages. Okay, it's looking for the package.json file and the uh, installing the packages. Okay, that we mentioned the package.json. See, dependencies, all things are installed. Now we need to run that application. Okay, run the application. First, we will run as a development way. Okay, so first we need to run the application in a development stage. So npm. So before that, I will change some modification. So I need to check some files. cdsrc. Yes. Just changing some application color. Okay, that's all.
Hi, could you please increase the font size a little bit?
Yeah. Now it's visible, right?
Think
Wait.
I think it's a Control Plus or Shift Plus. I think that's the. It will
Now
go
it's fine.
faster. Yeah. We're good. Good. Much better than before. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, now I change some changes on the existing application. So after that, I successfully installed the packages. Okay, like the dependencies. So we need to run the application. Okay, that's the last thing as development. So we need to type npm start to start the application. Npm start. So see that development, starting the development server. Okay. So this is a way how we run the Node.js application in development stage. Like as a developer, okay, they will run the application this way. See the webpack compiled and successfully. And here you can see not that the development build is not optimized. To create a production build, use npm build run build. Okay. So whenever we deploy the same application into production, we need to build that using npm. Then using after building, we will get some packet file. Okay, so, that application files, and using that files, we will deploy the application to production. So just to copy and paste. Before that, here you can see the port number for the development is 3000. So we need to open the port as well. $8,000. Save rule.
So 8,000 or 3,000?
Oh, it's 3000. Sorry.
Okay.
No, 3000, 3000. See,
Yeah, you have opened the 3,000 port. Yeah.
yes, yes. So here as well, you can see where the application is now.
So we can choose any port, or
No, no,
it's
no.
specifically 3,000 for
By
this?
default, Node.js applications are using port number 3000.
Okay.
So anyone can check application is accessible or not. I am uh, put the IP on the chat. It's a portfolio application. Is that accessible?
Yes. It says Mahesh. Hello, I'm Mahesh, DevOps engineer.
Okay, okay. So the application is actually runs on our development phase. Okay. Now we need to uh, run the same application on production. So in this case, we need to use npm build. Okay. As of now, the application is still in the product and I mean development stage. So we can use npm run build. See here we can see the command as well. Okay. npm run. Before that, I will show you the directories. Okay. See, these are the files. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 files are there. Okay. So including the directory. So after running the npm build, we will get one more uh, directory that is for the build content. Okay. npm run build. Now it's creating the same application for optimize for the production. Okay, see, the build is successfully done. So I'm checking this build. See, the build directory created. cd build. Now we will get some, see, the index.html file there. The static means static files. Okay, what are the, here you can see the source files. Okay, so coming to source, every applications are there. So everything include after build, we can see all that related things under the statics directory. Okay. So the app we need to run now. We can run the application using these two files. Sorry, three files. As a manifestation there. I mean, these are the common files that we use for web servers, right? You remember the
Hmm.
index.html files, the files that we copy in our web server, web server store, I mean, directory path. We're keeping some code files in that HTML path. You remember index of, I mean, before we using index.html to the path var www.html for exposing that index file. So now we need to move these files. Okay, like these are the files that we need for exposing our application using Nginx. So as of now, we didn't install Nginx, so I'm going to install Nginx. Nginx apt install Nginx. So Nginx is actually installed. System ctl Nginx. Okay, up and running. Now, the next thing is we need to copy Nginx. I mean that here you can see the build package. Okay, see now we are in the build. So we need to copy the build content to the Nginx path, and also we need to create a. I will show you. Okay, the path Nginx path cd var www. Okay, see now we are in the Nginx path. Okay, here we can see the index.html files there. So cd index.html. Okay, this is the default file for Nginx. Cat. See, this is the default. Welcome to Nginx. Some files there. Okay, I mean how we can access. Like I will show you. Before that, we need to open the port number 80. By default, all the web servers using port number 80. Okay, that is HTTP. Just to paste IP, we can see the Nginx. You can see my screen, right? See, this is the content. Okay, when we are typing that IP, we can see Nginx. This is the default landing page of Nginx. So we need to configure to deploy the application here. Okay. Also, you can see here it's not secure. So our concern is we need to make secure this website. Okay, after deployment. So Nginx is actually see this is the content. Okay, I mean just showcasing that whenever we typing the IP and we can see the Nginx content there. So we can leave. Uh, yeah. So before that, we need to configure something in that like Nginx configuration file. Okay, some there is some configuration part coming to the Nginx. So here, before that, we can copy the content. Okay, from cd index.html. Now, this is Nginx path, okay, WD. See, for www.html. So we need to copy that build content here, okay. Using copy command, we can copy that content from the build to this directory. So here you can see now only one file there, okay. So we can use copy command cp -r. Then we need to mention the path. In my case, home, Ubuntu, portfolio. Portfolio website 2. Then that directory name that is build. Then mention all the files, okay, means all the files and directory inside the build will copy from there to here. Now I am typing ls. See, asset manifest JSON there, index.html there, and the static file directory. Got it. Now I am going to configure the Nginx files. So we need to go to the where we installing the Nginx. Okay, by default it is in etc directory cd. Here we can see the file, I mean the services name, everything. So just to go to Nginx, Nginx and ls, and this is the common files that we configure as per the requirement. So in this case, we need to go to the site available. cd sites available. Here you can see a default file there. So I'm going to delete that and create one for our application. So remove default ls. Yeah, it's fine. So I'm going to create one. So this is the block. Okay, actually a default Nginx configuration block. I copy system effect audio. Okay. So here you can see server and the port number, listening port here, and the server name. Server name, we put IP here, okay. And where where that root location, okay, we need to mention the location where our application code content belongs. And in this case, the index file we also mentioned, that is index.html. Then also the location, okay, location of the index.html file we mentioned here. So this is a simple block for the uh, server. Okay, server means the application content server that we defined in Nginx configuration. Plus cat default. Also, we need to edit that IP. Okay, here you can see the IP. So here we need to put our machine IP there. Copy. All are following me, right? So in my case, 44.212.50.232. So this is my IP for my machine. So now I am save and exit. Unless cat. Okay, fine. So after this, we need to reload the configuration and restart the Nginx. Okay, systemctl. We can verify the Nginx configuration is successful or is any failure. We can use Nginx -t. So here we can see the test is successful. If any syntax or configuration, this part is not executable, we can see here the failure. Now the Nginx part is done. So now we can access our application. Okay. Here as well, you can see reload. Yeah, I will share my screen. See, now I can access the application using Nginx. Got it. My screen is visible, right? So this is just I'm putting that IP. Okay. For development, we expose our application. By default, the application port number is 3000. Now we are coming to the Nginx way. We didn't mention the port number as well, right? So we can use the application by default, like using port number 80. For 80, we didn't mention, okay, because that is comes under the HTTP. This is actually HTTP request, okay. So, but the problem is, you see, as of now, the application is not secure. So that's why it's see here, not secure. So now we need to secure this application. For that, we need to go back to the machine and we need to install the certificate. So installing certificate, we need to create a domain name, okay, like abc.com or anything similar like that. So now I am going to create a free domain using duck DNS, okay, DNS. That's a website to offer free DNS name. So I'm logging
In
with
real
my,
time, we would be having it, right, already.
yes.
We
Otherwise,
don't have to create.
we need to
Hmm.
buy. Yeah. So this is actually free software, free application. So here, but the problem is this also include in our URL, dns.org. Only we can use a subdomain for our application. So I'm using portfolio. We'll check. Yeah, it's available actually. So yeah. So here we need to change that IP. This way we adding our machine IP with the, using our machine IP there and taking the URL. We need to change with our machine IP, C, and update IP. Now the IP address for portfolio updated to the IP of our machine. So we can use this URL to access our application. It will take some time actually. Yes. See, whenever I'm using the NS lookup from my machine, it will show my EC2 machine IP. Okay, my website is accessible. See, so whenever I'm typing portfolio.dns.org application loaded. Okay, but since
No,
that is not secure, yeah,
yeah, that's what I was saying. So that
mm,
part is left.
right, right,
SSL.
yes. So we need to secure our application. So there are different types of free certificates are there. Okay, I mean free service, some like Certbot. Then Certbot is one of the popular. Okay, so in this case we go with the Certbot. So we need to install Certbot for creating a certificate for our server, for our application. Then we need to map with our IP. Okay, so that's why we will secure our application using SSL certificate. So first we will install the Certbot, then we will create a certificate, then we will mapping that certificate with our URL. So first I'm going to install Certbot, sudo apt install Certbot Python 3 Certbot, then mention the Nginx. Okay, so this is a command to install Certbot. Okay, so just updating my package manager. The update. Now I am running the same command again. Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, so successfully installed the Certbot manager. Now next thing is we need to mapping. So Certbot Nginx -d. So this is a command, okay, to generate certificate and attaching to our URL. So sudo certbot --Nginx -d. Then we need to mention the URL. Paste. Only URL is fine. Then again, yeah, this is the command. Sudo certbot -nginx -d. Then the port URL. Then again -d. Then the URL. Tender. So this will asking for the mail. Okay. For example, for renewal case, this will generate a mail to us just for notification. So I'm just typing in one of the mail ID. And this is yes. Yes. Yeah. See now requesting a certificate for portfolio.dns.org. Some error there. Certificate path. She successfully received certificate, but some issues with the could not automatically find matching server block. Okay. So we didn't mention our latest URL in our configuration. Okay, I will show you ls nano default. This is Nginx configuration. Okay, where we added the new file. See, under the block, you can see the server name. We put that IP here. So instead of IP, we need to mention the URL. Okay, when we go with the SSL, so I'm pasting that URL here. Okay, save and exit. Now I'm going to reload and restart Linux. Okay. Now what we need to do, we need to run the same command again. This one. Select appropriate number 1 to 2, then yeah, 1. See, deploying successful. Yeah, congratulations, you have successfully enabled HTTPS. So this is our latest URL. So copy. And we can put it here, okay. Hit enter. It will load our application. Yeah, one more thing. We need to open the port number, okay. Because for HTTPS, okay, now we are using HTTPS. For HTTPS, we need to open the port number 443. Yeah, see, HTTPS. Save route. Now we'll reload. Yeah. See, now our application is secure. Connection is secure. We can see our certificate as well. This is a certificate we used. Got it, all of you. Any doubt? Mahesh, you joined, right?
Yeah, I joined through mobile, Tawfiq. A little late I joined.
Okay.
So we need a task to work on this.
Sure.
And the auto scaling as well.
Okay, the weekend I will share, okay, the task
Yes.
along with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
video. I upload
Mm.
most of video today. Hope it will send it to the team. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Then we can wind up, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
Thank.
have any doubt?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not yet, sir.
Okay, then I will come with the task. Okay, for the same.
For this one and auto scaling both, sir.
Yeah, sure.
And sir, are you gonna take a lab for version control and patching?
For Git, right?
I don't know. I have seen like version control the DevOps do and patching work. So we just
Yes.
need to know like what it is and how to do this or that.
Version control is that is Git actually. For Git, we have a class on Git. We didn't
Yeah,
take
through
that one.
Git. Yeah, through Git.
Yes.
Version control through Git we are doing.
Right.
There are the few version control tools, but Git is one of them, right?
Right. Git
Mm.
is the most common using.
Yeah, okay. Just show us with the Git only. Like at least one tool we should know.
Sure.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Then bye all. See you on Monday.
Thank you, sir.